Essentials of the Islamic Faith, M. Fethullah Gulen, translated by Ali Unal, whom also translated Al-Quran. It's sort of a pale colored one, I think, on the shelf. But anyways, the point of this book here is that Islam is a simple to understand faith that's broad reaching. It has some points that are as difficult to understand as the universe itself, because in the application to the rest of the universe, that's how they are. Muhammed Fethullah Gulen taught that education prevents tyranny. And interestingly enough, when Turkey has gotten tyrannical, it was the education that was hurt. Interestingly enough, this was pushed for secular ends. One of the things found in this book is the mention of how belief in God or prophets comes through many doors. One argument doesn't work for everybody. And not everybody is of the same material and psychological circumstance. There are objective ways of interpreting that can be true for everybody, but certain subjects, certain subjective views become more relevant to one group or another as time goes by. And I don't mean relevant as in their own desires have set themselves out towards this. I mean that it goes beyond that. Islam is a faith that regards the rights of creation and works towards constant duty to God, but a duty that puts one's own position at the utmost in the sense of, something that's really the best for oneself. It is a religion that affirms all science. It is a religion that upholds justice towards every living being, especially focusing on the human relationships, of course. It is a religion with a very detailed or far outreaching idea of the spiritual existence, but in a way that's practical, not just, listing off legions and stuff like this. It doesn't really do that. Where you're usually going to find some subject gap or something if you really look into it. I really can't think of anything that does this with the ranks of the angels and stuff like this. I mean, yeah, you get circles and divisions of circles and stuff like that you can put into charts. But Islam goes beyond that. It's not a fatalistic religion, but it firmly adheres to the idea that there's predestiny. But our character is a result of our beliefs and our deeds over time, right? And that's our fault. How good or bad we are, if that's predestined, well, we're also predestined into the circumstance in which we make those decisions. Some of wealth and life, their duration or size, or however you want to put that, is kind of beyond, what we will. But then again, you can't lay around and say, oh, well, I should have got it. Well, you were predestined to that provision because you could have worked, but you didn't. So therefore, you didn't go out and get that opportunity. Now, going beyond health, wealth, and progeny, things are more about doing what is right. And not just developing ideas and all that for mere consumerism, where things are devalued. Islam is, whether the value is inherent, like Islam says, or whether it's putting value into life and meaning and purpose, if that's something different, working on your intentions, protecting your consciousness, and, the rights of yourself, if I didn't mention that one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Oh yeah, P.S. Of course, it's based on what is revealed, and secondarily on what's inspired, and the continuing consensus of, how that plays out.